The 2020 Minneota Dollars for Scholars Senior Awards. My name is Sue Bicey, and I am the president of the Minneota Dollars for Scholars unit. It is with heavy hearts that we are not sitting in the gym all together tonight. Please know that we are thinking about our seniors and their families through this challenging time. However, we hope to brighten your evening a little bit by awarding a bunch of money in scholarships. Students will receive their certificates, instructions, and necessary paperwork in the mail. Before we begin this virtual event, I would like to thank the numerous families, businesses, and organizations that sponsor the named scholarships. This support helps lighten the financial burden for our seniors. So thank you very much. I personally would like to thank my local Dollars for Scholars volunteers and board members who graciously give of their time and talents to fundraise for our scholarships. So, let's give away some money.
Good evening. During the 1969-70 school year, two graduates of Minneota Public School, Robert Anderson, class of 66, and Thomas Christensen, class of 68, were killed in a car accident. Both young men were extensively involved with the athletic and music departments. The Anderson Christensen Athletic Award and Music Award were started in their memory. The recipient of this award participates in two or more athletic activities, is a positive leader on and off the field, and follows all the rules and regulations. This year's Anderson Christensen female athlete is Morgan Hennon. And the 2020 Anderson Christensen male athlete is Cole Sano.
The Anderson Christensen Music Award recognizes a senior who has demonstrated leadership, dedication, service, and talent in the discipline of music. The 2020 recipient consistently exemplifies these traits as an instrumentalist and vocalist in the MHS music program, participating in band, jazz band, and choir. She has been an accompanist for both high school and elementary programs. She has participated in the subsection solo and ensemble contest the previous 3 years and has received multiple superior ratings. She is also active in the MHS theater productions in which she has had several principal roles. Our recipient is active in her church, where she has served as an accompanist, cantor, and church choir member. She is also in the community, providing music for various activities in various locations, including the Minneota Manor. It is my honor and privilege to present this award to Cecilia Rebay.
Dale Yost was a teacher and coach at Minneota Public School for over 25 years. His passion, however, was coaching baseball. His wife, Lynn, started the scholarship in his memory. His family donated money to the Dollars for Scholars Fund to be awarded annually to baseball players who show the most inspiration to other students both on and off the playing field. This year, the Dale Yost Memorial Baseball Scholarship will be given to Grady Morris.
The Minneota Rotary Scholarship began in the early 1980s. The Rotary continues to work to improve the quality of life in and around our community. One of the ways the Rotary believes they can improve the quality of life is by assisting Minneota graduates with post-secondary education. These scholarships are awarded to students who have high academic standings and have been active in community service. This year, the three Minneota Rotary recipients are Natalie Bott, Jacob Hain, and Cecilia Rebay. The Thurman T. Thurman Scholarship was established by an anonymous donor who wanted to help Minneota students continue their education. Learning is a lifelong long process, and this scholarship seeks to promote this goal. Through estate planning, this scholarship has been made available to graduating seniors. This year, the Thurman T. Thurman Scholarship will be given to 5 seniors. The beneficiaries are Molly Krogh, Katie Conold, Tara Tuft, Emily Rybinski, and Rachel Valamek. Many years ago, 2 families, Franz Nelson and Nels and Janita Nelson, gave their farms to the Sweet Home Lutheran Church in rural Clarkfield in Minneota area. With low membership in 2016, the church closed its doors. However, the church members recognized the importance of supporting the education of young adults, this one with an interest in agriculture. The recipient of the Franz Nelson Scholarship is Cole Sano. The recipient of the Nels and Janita Nelson Scholarship is Grady Morris. The Friends of Sweet Home Lutheran Church Scholarship is also a legacy of the Nelson families. This scholarship supports the education of young adults who have an interest in the medical field. Receiving this scholarship is Morgan Hannon.
The scholarship I'm presenting first is the Emily Ufkin Memorial Scholarship. Emily was a member of the class of 2007. After her tragic death, memorials were given by community members and businesses. Her parents, Bill and Allison, honor Emily's memory with the gift of this perpetual scholarship. Emily was a strong, beautiful young woman who believed that all people should find their purpose, live it well, and live it honorably. This was the way Emily lived. The recipient of this scholarship also demonstrates these beliefs through their actions and treatments of others. The Emily Ufkin Memorial Scholarship will be awarded to Nolan Borboom. The Musser Environmental Consulting Company has been working with the Minneota School District for many years with regard to health and safety concerns. Steve Musser, the owner, contributes to the Minneota Dollars for Scholars Fund with a named scholarship in support of post-secondary education. This year's recipients are Faith Train and Paige Welsh. Donnie Belaine was a strong presence in Minneota Public Schools as a former manager of 4.0 bus service. However, his unofficial title to all students and staff was friend. When Donnie passed away, his family created a scholarship to continue his service to others, and in this way, his generosity lives on. Donnie strongly believed in public service, so preference is to be given to a son or daughter of a firefighter, bus driver, or police officer. For that reason, our recipients this year are Logan Susner and Tate Willarius. The State Bank of Taunton and their employees understand the importance of post-secondary education. They have decided to help Minneota graduates by offering this scholarship. The State Bank of Taunton Educational Scholarship is being awarded to Zoe DeBoer. Kurt Breifogel was a resident of Taunton, Minnesota. He worked in the construction industry his entire adult life, but was a jack of all trades. His children are alumni of Minneota High School. A scholarship is being given in Kurt's name by his family to a student pursuing a degree in construction or a similar trade. Receiving this Kurt Breifogel Memorial Scholarship is Logan Susner. The CTE Educational Scholarship is a new scholarship this year. It has been a personal belief of mine for quite some time that a post-secondary education and career and technical field is essential to keep our country running smoothly. For that reason, I have decided to give a scholarship to a student who is going to be studying in a 1 or 2 year program. The very first CTE Educational Scholarship Award winner is Kim Block.
The Minneota Wrestling Scholarship is awarded to a graduating senior who has been involved in the program throughout grades 9 through 12. This young man demonstrates high character, leadership, and represents Minneota wrestling in a positive manner. Involvement in the Minneota Youth Wrestling Program is also considered. The 2020 Minneota Wrestling Scholarship is awarded to Blake Reese. The Van Voren MMA Memorial Scholarship. Pete taught all levels of math in his 35-year career at MHS. He challenged students to do their best at all levels of critical thinking. Music of all forms was a part of Pete's life, whether singing, playing an instrument, or taking part in stage presentations. The arts round out a high school career. Athletics was also a big part of Pete's life. He took part in football, basketball, and track, and had a year of wrestling as a college senior. Pete started the wrestling program here. This Van Voren MMA Award is designed for a well-rounded student graduating from MHS. The Van Voren MMA Award is presented to Jacob Hain. The Educators of Tomorrow Scholarship began in 1988. It is the belief of Minneota Education Minnesota organization that good people are needed to teach in our schools. The tradition of teachers all over, we would like to extend a helping hand to future teachers by giving this scholarship. Congratulations to this year's Educator of Tomorrow, Anna Greenis. The Universal Forest Products of Minneota started a scholarship to help Minneota high school students to succeed and better themselves as they enter the workforce by providing financial assistance to those seeking a college degree. This scholarship will be awarded to 2 graduates who plan to continue their education in the field of architecture, engineering, CAD drafting, carpentry, a building trade, or the field of business. Congratulations to the 2020 recipients of the Universal Forest Products Achievement Scholarship, Tate Valerius and Jackson Jeremiahson. The Southwest Sportsman Club established a scholarship in keeping their ideas of promoting conservation and preventing the pollution and waste of our natural resources. The members of the Southwest Sportsman Club prefer that the recipients have been members of the Clay Target League and will be majoring in natural resources, conservation or wildlife, biology, or forestry. This year's scholarship recipients are Madison Sorensen and Hannah Brewers.
The philanthropic educational organization's purpose to encourage women's education. The Marshall chapter has a long tradition of supporting young women through the Marshall Pride in the Tiger Foundation and the Minneota Dollars for Scholars. The recipient of this year's PEO chapter scholarship is Molly Krogh. The Lyon County Farm Bureau gives a scholarship to the Minneota Dollars for Scholars. The stated mission of the Farm Bureau is working through our grassroots organizations to enhance and strengthen the lives of rural Americans. The Lyon County Farm Bureau Scholarship goes to Riley Bicey.
The Knights of Columbus Educational Scholarship. The Minneota chapter of the Knights of Columbus is a Catholic service organization which strives to make our communities better places to live through the principles of charity, unity, fraternity, and patriotism. This scholarship is being awarded to a graduate who has demonstrated strong values and has given back to this community. This year's Knights of Columbus Educational Scholarship is being awarded to Cecilia Rove.
The Craig Amon Memorial Scholarship. Minneota was and will always be Craig Amon's hometown. He attended St. Edward's and grade 9 at Minneota High School. His love of hockey took him to Marshall, where he graduated in 2004. We remember Craig for his quick wit, contagious laughter, avid sports knowledge, and his love for his family and friends. He had a remarkable way of welcoming newcomers and making friends with anyone. He enjoyed life and appreciated all small things. Above all, he cared deeply for his wife Candace and sons Reeve and Kellen. Craig's outlook on life was admirable. He never stopped dreaming, and he reminds us to appreciate ordinary days and our loved ones. Craig's time with us ended too soon, but the impact he made on many of us will last many lifetimes. Craig's sister Abby, brother-in-law Joe, nephew Hudson, nieces Alexis and Ivy, and parents Mike and Denise received overwhelming support from the community of Minneota when Craig was diagnosed with grade 4 glioblastoma in June of 2018. He lost his battle to cancer on October 20th, 2019. Our family has started a scholarship as a way of giving back to the community of Minneota. We would like this scholarship to go to a student pursuing a degree that is related to nutrition and exercise. The Craig Amon Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Reese Gilland.
Reverend Richard and Mavis Erickson and Family Scholarship in memory of Mark and Marianne Full. Reverend Richard Erickson, his wife Mavis, and family generously began giving a scholarship in memory of Mark and Marianne Full. Marianne served as Director of Nurses at the Minneota Manor for many years. Her husband Mark was hired by the Manor after he retired. They were always ready and willing to go the extra mile for the good of Manor residents. Congratulations to this year's recipient, Hannah Brewers.
Minneota Manor Scholarships. The Minneota Manor started this scholarship in the early 1980s. The administration of the Manor determined that healthcare professionals are essential to maintaining a high quality of life for all people. The Minneota Manor has been a strong employer of Minneota high school students. In return, the Manor felt that they would like to award 2 scholarships to worthy candidates who are planning to pursue a career in the healthcare field. This year's Minneota Manor scholarships will be awarded to Marissa Train and Madison Schulten. Ruth M. Prismus Memorial Scholarships. This scholarship is in memory of Ruth M. Prismus. As alumni of Minneota Public School, her family has donated 2 scholarships in her honor. The 2 students selected for the scholarships are Sean Dilly, Brendan Kimpy. Eagle Scholarship. The Marshall chapter of the Eagles Erie number 3405 has been a strong supporter of post-secondary education. The Eagle Scholarship is awarded to 1 boy and 1 girl from the senior class who displays humanitarian concern and unselfish leadership in working toward the welfare of others. The 2020 Eagle Scholarship are being awarded to Avery DeVlamick and Elizabeth Voigt. The Marjorie Pesch Teacher Scholarship. Marjorie Pesch is well remembered in the Minneota community as an educator of children and an instructor of dance. Her passion for education continued throughout her life. In memory of Marge, and because of her love of learning, her family established a scholarship for a Minneota student who intends to become a teacher. I am proud to announce the 2020 recipient as Tara Tuft. Joseph R. Fisher Memorial Scholarship. Joe Fisher did not attend Minneota Public School, but he was a firm believer in furthering one's education and supported Minneota students in that endeavor. After his death, his family decided to award scholarships to Minneota students as a way to carry on Joe's generous character. This year's Joseph R. Fisher Memorial Scholarship recipient is Parker Ishans.
The Bank of the West Employee Scholarship. The Bank of the West employees are happy to see youth from our community further their education. In support of future learning, they created the Bank of the West Employee Scholarship. This year's recipient is Allie DeVlamick. The 4.0 Bus Service Scholarship. The 4.0 bus service has provided transportation for Minneota students not only for daily routes to school, but also for sporting events, field trips, and much more. As a way to give back to the community, the 4.0 bus service gives a scholarship to a Minneota senior. This year's 4.0 bus service scholarship goes to Mackenzie Verstrate. The Ufkin Family Memorial Scholarships. The Virgil Ufkin family began giving scholarships in 2002 in memory of family members. Later, Virgil gave an endowment of $40,000 to Dollars for Scholars. This scholarship was established to be given annually to 3 graduating seniors. These seniors have demonstrated excellence in community service, something that Virgil firmly believed in. The Ufkin Family Memorial Scholarships are awarded to Natalie Bott, Jackson Jeremiahson, and Katie Landris. The Prairie Winds Wellness Educational Scholarship. As a former board member of Dollars for Scholars, Dr. Stephanie Vlamek-Koons saw the value of scholarships for local youth. Therefore, she created a scholarship for a Minneota student who will continue their education in the fields of chiropractic, occupational, physical, or speech therapy. This year's recipient of the Prairie Winds Wellness Educational Scholarship is Alex Saltzer. The Ag Plus Educational Scholarship. Ag Plus wishes to give financial assistance to a graduate of Minneota High School by awarding this scholarship. This scholarship is presented to one student who plans to continue their education in the field of agriculture. The Ag Plus Educational Scholarship is awarded to Cole Sano. The Schwann's Company Scholarship. The Schwann's Company was one of the initial donors for the Minneota Dollars for Scholars organization. Their funding helped to lay the foundation for scholarships. They strive to improve the quality of life in communities where Schwann's subsidiary employees live and work. This year's Schwann's Company Scholarship is awarded to Austin Close.
We have a final scholarship, and these are the Minneota Dollars for Scholars scholarships. So there's a long list. They are in no specific order. It says the Minneota Dollars for Scholars began in 2001. This organization was formed with the goal of assisting graduates of Minneota Public School with scholarships for their post-secondary education. We will announce all of these scholarship winners in those particular order.
Katie Conold, Caleb Renier, Rachel Vlamek, Morgan Hennon, Colby Renier, Alex Saltzer, Nolan Borboom, Emily Rabinski, Katie Landris, Avery DeVlamek, Marissa Train, Elizabeth Voigt, and Allie DeVlamek.
Also, Madison Sorensen, Hannah Brewers, Jackson Jeremiahson, Madison Scholten, Reese Gilland, Riley Bicey, Brendan Kimpy, Austin Close, Kim Block, Anna Greenis, Blake Reese, and Sean Dilley. Class of 2020, we appreciate everything that you've done for us this year, and we are so very sorry we cannot end the year seeing your smiling faces. We're still hoping to start school on May 5th. That's our goal right now, but we wanted to get this presentation out to you. And one final message from Mr. Free.
Stay strong, class of 2020. Stay strong. We're thinking about you. We miss you. Hang in there, and we will see you soon.